feel a good stretch through the left side of my backside body, especially that back, that lat on that left side. We stay here for a breath, and then we walk our hands back through neutral, and then over to that other side. We get that equal and opposite stretch on the other side. Just a little bit of movement from that first child's pose of the day. And all we're doing right now is listening to our body. We may not be able to fix any of the issues that we feel in our body with one workout, but all we do is take note of it, and we see what positions, what stretches, what movements benefit our body. And all we want to do is add that to our repertoire as we move forward. Let's come forward through that baby up dog. Once again, my knees are on the mat. My elbows are towards my rib cage, and my heart is open. I am looking up towards the sky. Just like we did in that child's pose the first time, we just found some stillness. The second time, we got a little bit of a stretch side to side. I'm going to do the same thing for this baby up dog. So I'm going to look over my right shoulder. And in doing that, I really feel my left hip get a little bit more of a stretch. And I try to keep the integrity of my arms in this baby up dog. But I feel that stretch through the opposite hip. I come back through neutral and to the other side. Get that same equal and opposite stretch on the other side. Back through neutral, and then we're going to push back to our first downward facing dog of the day, where I'm going to almost come to an inverted V position here. I want to just let my head relax between my biceps, and my goal is to bring my hips up nice and high, and then try to sink them back towards the heels a little bit more. Listen to that cue and try it again. Try to bring the hips up a little bit, and then sink them back so you shift the weight back towards the heels. In doing that, you'll probably feel a good stretch to the back side of the legs. That is what I'm feeling right now. If you're feeling it somewhere else, so be it. All we do is listen to our body. We can only control what we can control, and right now it's in this downward facing dog. Bring that focus back to your breathing. My head is completely relaxed. Get rid of all tension through the back of the neck. Turn the elbows towards each other to get rid of that tension, that struggle in the shoulders. Start to walk that dog in place. Bending my right knee as that left leg straightens out towards the ground, and vice versa on that other side. Feeling that stretch through that calf and Achilles as that heel comes down towards the ground. And now instead of walking that dog in place, start to inch the feet up towards the hands until you're able to land into a folded forward position here, where I just let my arms hang. I take all the tension, all the stress out of my upper body and just hinge at my hips. That starts with the head. So really take all the tension and stress out of the back of the neck by just relaxing the head, relaxing the fingertips, relaxing the arms, letting everything just hang and find stillness here in our first folded forward position. From here, I just want to come halfway up, and I want to press my hands right into my shins. My hands are in my shins, are right up by my knees. I'm actively pressing into those shins. My back is flat. My neck is neutral. I'm looking down about 2 or 3 feet in front of my feet to, again, take the stress out of the back of my neck. This is my flat back position. And let's fold right back to that folded forward position. And just listen to the body. See where you feel the difference between these two stretches. On our exhale, we come down to this folded forward. On my inhale, I come right back to that flat back. Inhale here, exhale, fold forward. Inhale back to that flat back, fold forward. One more time, inhale to that flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Now, just one vertebrae at a time. Start to slowly inch yourself up to standing, letting your head be the last thing to round out, and then roll the shoulders out and bring the arms right up. And from here, I want to just come to a rooted to reaching position where my feet are rooted to the ground. My palms are facing each other at the top. My fingers are fired up. My arms are fired up. My core is engaged. And this is as long as my body can be, from foot to fingertips, reaching way up. Inhale, exhale, bring the hands to heart center here. Relax. On my inhale now, I'm going to bring my arms back up, but I'm going to come to a baby back bend here. My palms are facing forward. My elbows are bent, almost field goaling my arms. And I want to look up towards the ceiling at the top to really open up the chest, open up the pecs, open up the front side of the body here. On my inhale, On my exhale, I want to come through that rooted to reaching position. Slow, steady exhale. I want to come forward, sweep my toes, and then come to that flat back. On my inhale, I come down before I come up, and then I land into that baby back bend at the top, all on one inhale. On my exhale, I start to come right back down. I want you going according to your own breath. If you're not staying right with me, that's okay. But it's an inhale on the way up, baby back bend, opening up those shoulders. It's a slow, steady exhale on the way down. We come down before we come up. We come way up and open at the top before we come back down. And think about coming down a little bit further, up a little bit higher each time you come through. And we are going to start to flow through a little bit more of a yoga flow now. So we come up at the top. As I come up and then back down, I want you to land into that flat back position. My hands on my shins. My back is flat. From here, I want to step back to a high plank and hold that high plank for the first time now. High plank, we start to fire up those shoulders. We tighten up that core. We bring our focus to that breathing in every new position that we come through. Inhale, exhale, flow forward, and then sink down towards the ground before coming up through an upward facing dog. And the only difference between this one and those first couple that we were going through is now my knees are off the mat. Getting a little bit more heat from that position. Still looking up towards the sky. Still feeling that stretch from the front side of the body. Upward facing dog, back to that downward facing dog. Stick that downward facing dog. By that, I mean bring those hips up. Sink them back towards the heels. Get as much as you can out of this downward facing dog and find that stillness. And then start to walk the dog in place. Couple of reps on each side before inching those feet up to the hands. Landing into that flat back. Fold forward, come all the way up to that baby back bend at the top. We're going to flow through that progression a couple more times now, building some more speed, some more momentum, some more flowing as we go. Ready? Inhale here, we start to go together now. Up before we come down, we sweep those shoelaces flat back. Step back to a high plank, inch forward, and then down to that low plank. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Start to walk that dog right up to standing, taking about 4 to 6 steps. Land into that flat back. Fold forward, up, baby back bend. That is what it looks like. We start to go a little bit faster now. Ready? Up. Before we come down, sweep those shoelaces flat back. Step back to that high plank. Inch forward and then down to that low plank. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Bend the knees. If you can jump the feet up to the hands, that's where I want you to be now. Flat back. Fold forward, all the way up. Baby back bend. If it's too much for you to jump back to that chaturanga or jump up from that chaturanga, then you could continue to step. Slow down when you need to, or stay with my pace if you can. Down dog, bend those knees, jump those feet up to the hands, flat back. Fold forward, all the way up and open. Up before we come down. Chaturanga here, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bend those knees. Up we go. Flat back. Fold forward. One more time through that. Up before we come down. Down. Chaturanga. High to low. Upward to downward facing dog. Let's stick in this downward facing dog. Let's build some heat in this down dog. Shift the weight back and forth if you need to. Walk that dog in place. Adjust the hands or feet as you need it, but really try to engage all the parts of the core here. I'm going to raise my right leg up, toes pointing down, straight towards the ground. Really activate that glute. It's a straight leg raise with my right leg up off the ground. I crunch my right knee to my right elbow, same side, knee crunch, and hold it in that high plank. Back up to that three-legged dog, toes pointing down, that's fine. Knee between the forearms towards the nose, hold it. Up to that three-legged dog. Knee under and across the body towards that opposite forearm, hold it. Three-legged dog, drop that right leg, raise that left leg up and hold it. Engage, fire up that glute on that left side. Crunch that knee towards that same side elbow. Hold. Three-legged dog. Knee between the forearms towards the nose and hold. Three-legged dog. Knee under and across the body towards that other forearm and hold it. Back to that downward facing dog. Bend the knees. Jump the feet up to the hands, flat back. Fold forward. Come all the way up. Hands to heart center here. Shake out those shoulders. Shake out those legs. Earn that little bit of break, a little bit of recovery when you need it. But we're going to start to incorporate more and more flowing here, okay? Hands to heart center. Release those hands down. Bring them way up. Root to reach. Come right back down. Sweep those shoes. Flat back. Step back to that high to low plank, that chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Raise your right leg up, but this time open it up. Bring that right heel across and behind the body. Really feeling that right hip opening up at the top. And then step that right foot to the right hand for warrior one on this side here. My back leg is straight. My back foot is flat on the ground at almost a 45-degree angle from my mat. My front right foot is on the right side of the mat. I want to bring my arms up, fire up my arms here. Try to sink down deeper than you think you can. My front knee is bent, almost at 90-degree angle. My knee is right over the ankle, trying not to let it swim to the outside at all. Inhale, exhale, come down. And then bring that right leg right back up and open it up at the top. What I want to do now is just step right back into that warrior one on the same side. See how much easier it was to step into that the second time? That's how this stuff works. The more you come through it, the easier you get at it, the better it gets for you. Let's come down and up to that downward facing dog. Open up that hip at the top. Step that foot to the hand. Into that forward leaning stance, that warrior one position. Fire up those arms. Down, let's do it again. Up and open. Step that foot through. Here, arms fired up. One more time on this side here. That right leg comes up and opens. That right foot steps to the right hand. Sink that warrior one down. Arms come down, land into that downward facing dog. Let's do that same thing on that other side. Feel free to walk the dog in place for a breath or two here. And then bring that left leg up. Open it right up. Peel open that top hip. And then step that left foot to the left hand for warrior one on this other side. Arms fired right up. Try to sink down a little bit deeper. Stick in this warrior position on this side. For the first time, we hold it a little bit longer, and then we want to come through it a couple more times now, right up through that three-legged wide open dog. Step that foot to the same side hand. Warrior, arms up. Down. Up we go. Peel it open. Step that foot to the hand. Here we go. Again. Down and well up and up, well open at the top. Step it through. One more time. Come on up. Peel it open. Step it forward. Sink into it. Down to that downward dog. Bend the knees. Jump the feet up to the hands. Flat back. Fold forward. Come all the way up. Hands to heart center. Shake those arms out. Shake those legs out. A little bit more of a variation here. We're going to come through the warrior two progression of this specific flow here. Come on up. Inhale. Exhale. Lead with the heart. Sweep those shoelaces flat back. Step or jump back to that high plank. Inch forward and then down. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, but I walk my feet towards each other this time. So my feet are right next to each other in the center of the mat. I raise my right leg up. I peel it open. And then I want to step that right foot between the hands this time and sink into warrior two here, right in the center of your mat. My back foot is almost aligned with the back side of the mat. My front foot, the back of my front heel is dissecting the center of my back foot, and then I want to sink down a little bit deeper into it, and I want to bring those arms straight up. Right down the center of your mat is what you're looking for here. We find some stillness here first. From here, keeping the integrity of the legs, coming to an extended side angle. My front right forearm comes to that front right quad, and I peel open the top side of the body here. See how long you can get that feeling from these top left fingertips, right through the side of that body, right through that hip, all the way down to the outside edge of that back left foot. And I'm not leaning on this hand too much here. I can almost take it off, and let's do that together right now. Holding a beach ball between the hands right up here. Keep the integrity of the legs. Reverse that warrior. My right arm comes straight up. My left hand slides down my back leg. But that front knee doesn't straighten out at all here. From here, cartwheel the hands down and push back to that downward facing dog. Let's come into that warrior two position on the other side. I want to step my left leg up, open it up, and then step that left foot between the hands for warrior two on the other side. We sink down and we stick it to stop. Find that stillness in these new positions that we're introducing to you. Arms are up, 90 degrees. Extended side angle, that left forearm comes to that left quad. That right side of the body is extended, really reaching all the way from that back foot through the hips, through that arm to the fingertips. Take that bottom arm out. Feel that bottom oblique have to engage to keep the integrity of this position. Reverse. My right hand slides down that back right leg. Left arm is straight up towards the sky. Cartwheel those hands down. Push back to a downward facing dog. Bend the knees, walk or jump the feet up to the hands. Flat back. Fold forward. All the way up. And open. Inhale, exhale, root to reach. Sweep those feet. Chaturanga, high, low plank. Upward to downward facing dog. I want to bring my right leg up. I want to peel it open. Step that right foot to the right hand for warrior one first. Arms straight up and down. Without moving the legs, let's just turn and open that top side of the body for warrior two. Extended side angle. Reaching forward. Reverse that. Bring that left hand down the back side of that body. That right hand is way up. Cartwheel those hands down. Push back to that down dog. Raise that other leg up. That left leg comes up. Peels open. Step that left foot to that left hand. Warrior one here. Arms straight. Back leg straight. Peel open that top side of the body for warrior two. Extended side angle. That left forearm comes to that left quad. That right top side of the body is long. Reverse that without moving the legs. Cartwheel those hands down. Push back to that down dog. Bend the knees. Jump the feet up to the hands. Shake those arms out. Shake those legs out. We are ready to get moving now. We are pulling out our dumbbells. We are going to an endurance style lift coming up over the next 20 minutes, where all we do is try to get 2 exercises per body group. If you don't have any dumbbells at home, I'll give you another exercise to do. We are going to be starting off with a standing shoulder press. A standing shoulder press is going to be our strength movement. If you don't have any dumbbells, I want you to be in a high plank and just tapping your hand to the opposite shoulder. If you have dumbbells, you are doing a shoulder press. If you don't have dumbbells, you are in a high plank going to an opposite shoulder tap. We are going to be on a 30-second timer, but where we try to get 15 reps in or 30 seconds, whichever comes first. All right, so shoulder press. Let's grab those weights. Our secondary exercise is going to be 90-degree leg raises. We are ready to work right now. 15 reps, your own pace. I am in a split position here. My palms are facing forward. My core is engaged.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. We get 15 reps. Shoulder press. We are fired up. We are ready to go now. That long, slow yoga flow got us warmed up. I'm sure you built some heat through that movement, and it might not have felt as slow as I'm saying it did, and that's absolutely fine. 15 reps, you bring yourself down onto your back. Our recovery movement is 90-degree leg raises when we go for 30 seconds or 12 reps. I want you to slow down the pace here. My hands are under my butt. I come down slow, up with a purpose. Down slow, up with that purpose. Here we go. Talking yourself into it right now. That first part was easy. Little yoga flow on a Saturday morning. This is the stuff that we need to talk ourselves into because it gets tough to continuously go back and forth. Endurance-based lifting right back up. We come back to that shoulder press. Grabbing those weights. Split stance. Palms facing forward. Let's go. 12 to 15 reps. Whatever you can get. Make adjustments if you need to. Let those weights down. We are going to get 3 sets in of every circuit that we do. Leg raises, 12 reps, down, slow, up with that purpose, let's go. And again, if you don't have dumbbells, you are in that high plank right now. Just tapping that hand to the opposite shoulder. Like I promised, we are going to get 3 sets in of every circuit that we do. We are back up for that shoulder press. Third and final time here. Ready, set, let's go. If 2 dumbbells become too heavy for you, feel free to drop down to 1, or obviously go to a lighter set if you have them. But 1 dumbbell is an easy modification here. Wide grips to mimic what we were doing. Welcome that fatigue that turns to failure. If you're getting everything easy, then you're probably not pushing yourself hard enough, whether that's with the weight or the intensity of whatever you're doing. And that's why we're here together. Leg raises. Let's go. Down and up we go. Every circuit we do, 2 exercises, 3 sets, right around 3 minutes of work for each circuit, getting us 30 seconds recovery. We earn that right now. Our next strength movement, we're going to be flat on our back for a dumbbell chest press. Now the good part about this, if you don't have any dumbbells, you can do push-ups instead. Chest strength is our goal for our strength work, but we are going to superset our strength with this circuit. So we're going to be going from a chest press to a loaded or body weight squat. That is what we are ready for. We will be coming down flat on our backs, grabbing our dumbbells, and we shoot for 15 reps or anywhere around there. Endurance phase of lifting. Our goal is long, lean muscles. With these types of workouts, you're not going to bulk up too much. That's not our goal. 90-95% of us normal people, we're looking for those long, lean muscles, maybe looking to shed a few pounds, maybe looking to get a little bit stronger in that process. And this is the phase that we're going to be in together here. Flat on my back, my knees are bent. I'm going to let my triceps, my elbows come down to touch the ground. I'm going to come up with that purpose and then down and control. 2, down. Let's get ready to go. Grab those weights if you haven't started already. We start together in 3, 2, 1. Chest press. Let's go up and down. Control those weights. You get more out of what you think about. So throughout every one of these reps, think about how in control you are of these dumbbells that are in your hands right now. Control them the way down. Up with that purpose. Anywhere around that 15 rep number. Maybe 12 if your dumbbells feel heavy. Maybe a couple more than 15 if your dumbbells feel light. But either way, we make our way up for those loaded or body weight squats. I'm going to do body weight squats. I'm going to cross my arms here. And that's because if you are doing loaded squats, I want you doing the same thing, either with 2 dumbbells here or 1 dumbbell here, crossing the arms just like this. Loaded or body weight squats. Ready, set, let's go. Down and up we go. Those legs are feeling it a little bit from all that yoga that we did to start. Anywhere around that 12 rep mark is what we're looking for. 12, 15. And the beauty of supersetting all this work is while we were doing those squats, our chest was recovering. We're not wasting anyone's time, especially our own, because that is our most precious time. Chest press. We are right back to it. Let's go. Up with that purpose, down in control. 15 or close to it. Good, we are up for those squats. Transition is part of our work now. Right as we get up, we go right back to those squats. Anywhere around that 12 to 15 rep range. Chest getting that recovery in, while our legs getting our strength work in. Two sets down, 1 set to go. Chest press, set number 3, 2, 1, let's go. And that last set of those squats, loaded the body weight, whatever you've been getting, get it in for that third and final set. 12 to 15 reps. We are going, we are working. And we earn that recovery once again that comes back. Supersetted our strength work with that circuit right there. We are coming back with endurance-based arm lifting with our bicep curls. That is coming up first. Bicep curls. And then we'll be mixing in some ab work once again. I want to get some focus in on the upper ab, so it's going to be a slower upper ab crunch with my knees bent and my feet off the ground. No momentum at all. I'll show you as we approach it. But we're starting off with our bicep curls. Reminder, we're in that endurance phase of lifting, which means I want high rep, lightweight, short recovery. Our high rep, anywhere around that 12 to 15 rep mark. Maybe more than that if your weights are feeling real light for you on this Saturday morning. But we are ready to go. 15 reps, bicep curls. Off and running. Not swinging those hips at all. Not swinging those upper arms at all. If anything, I'm using my ribs almost as the backboard. 12 to 15 reps. Down onto my back. My knees are bent, my feet are off the ground. My legs don't move at all. My fingertips are right around my ears. I try to get my shoulder blades off the ground. Getting those elbows up to the knees is where we want to be. While our biceps were recovering, we got this ab working. Now we get back up and at that second set, bicep curls. Let's get to it. Come on. Forward focus movement here. All that focus on these biceps. But welcome that fatigue. Welcome that failure. If you're not approaching it, at least by the end of that third set, means you might need some heavier weights. 12 to 13 reps, 12 to 15 reps, whatever you can get. And then we are back down for that upper ab crunch. Back to it. All that focus, all that stress on those upper abs Getting those shoulder blades off the ground. Let those elbows come down nice and wide at the bottom. Get those shoulder blades off the ground at the top. Two sets down, one set to go, like everything else we've done so far. Bicep curls. We are back to it. Let's finish it up strong. At least 12 reps, but like I said, we love that fatigue making its way to our failure. 12 to 15 reps. Down for those up around crunches. Let's get it done. Let's finish up this circuit here. Time, good. Drink that water up. Well-deserved drink. We got 30, 45 seconds of recovery, separating our circuits, and we're keeping that going as we move forward here. Woo! Well over halfway done with this workout. We're into the tail end of it now already. Tail end of this workout, we got to talk ourselves into finishing stronger than we started. Even if you showed up dressed like the heavy bag that was going to be in your Instagram live video today. I just noticed that. But hey, who wore it better? You tell me. All right, we are ready for some tricep-focused movement. I'm going to do some skull crushes. So I'm going to bring my dumbbell down with me, down, flat onto my back. Tricep extensions from laying down flat. You can do it with one dumbbell or two. One dumbbell. I like to turn it facing this way here so that I have one hand on each side of the dumbbell, and then I'll hinge at my elbows and extend my arms until they're up to straight. If you'd like to use two dumbbells, you can. Just turn those dumbbells facing each other, all right? If you don't have any dumbbells and you're still with us, go to some close grip push-ups right now. Close grip push-ups, even if you need to do them from your knees. Get that tricep focus in. Ready, skull crushers for those of us with dumbbells. Ready, set, let's go. Hinge and extend. Hinge and extend. And again, the more focus that you bring to the target area that you are targeting, which is the triceps right now, the more you will get out of it. 12 to 15 reps. Good. We are going to come up to standing. Our recovery here is going to be a leg strengthening movement. It's going to be a runner's lunge, a sprinter's lunge. So my right foot is forward, my left foot is going to take a big step back, almost into a reverse lunge. And then I'm going to bring this knee up and across towards my opposite elbow. Back down into that reverse lunge, crunch that knee to that opposite elbow. So my left knee comes up to my right elbow, and I land back down into that runner's lunge. If this is too tough, just do a reverse lunge, isolated here. But if you can, twist that knee to the elbow. That is what we are looking for. 30 full seconds on this side. We will get the other side after that next set. Good. Back down for those skull crushers. Hinge at the elbow. Extend up to straight arms. At least 12 reps. My right foot was forward for that first set of that runner's lunge. Now my left foot is forward. My right foot will take that big step back, and then I'll twist that upper body, bringing that knee to the opposite elbow at the top. And again, if this is too tough, just that reverse lunge is a good modification for you. for those skull crushers. One more time with those skull crushers. Down onto your back. 1 dumbbell or 2. 12 to 15 reps. Sticking with that endurance phase. Let's go. Hinge at the elbow. Extend up. We get more out of what we think about. That goes while we're working out. That goes throughout life. What we think about grows. What we focus on grows. Focus on the positive of what you're doing right now. The positive of what's going on in your life. We come up. Let's get 20 seconds, or let's just count reps here. 8 reps on each side. My right foot is forward. My left foot steps back. Out with that purpose, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We switch sides. And again, just that reverse lunge is a fine modification if you need to go there. 8 reps is our goal. That's 4 already. Time. We drink that water up. Tail end of this workout. We got 1 more circuit for you. 1 more circuit for you coming up. Back strength is going to be our goal. It's going to be a renegade row with a knee crunch towards the same side elbow. So I got my dumbbells right under my hands here. Don't start yet. I'll show you what it looks like first. High plank, 1 arm row, 1 arm row. Knee crunch, row, row, crunch, crunch. That is what it looks like. We go for about 30 seconds long here. 30 seconds long on that renegade row with that knee crunch. And our goal is to toast the core with this last circuit of the day. So we get a little bit of core, obviously, engagement in with that high plank and that knee crunch. But then we're going to roll over onto our back for some bicycle crunches where that knee crunches towards the opposite elbow. Toasting the core, because why not? Let's get ready to go. We got 3 minutes of work left here. Let's finish it up strong. High plank. Ready. 1 arm row. 1 arm row. Knee crunch to same side elbow. Knee crunch to same side elbow. And back through it again. The modification that you can make here is doing it from your knees if you need to. Crunch. Row. Row. Crunch. Crunch. Make that adjustment if you need to. Good. We are rolling over onto our backs. Fingertips around my ears. I want to go slow. Bicycle crunch. Right elbow to left knee. Left elbow to right knee. As slow as that. That is 2 reps. Back and forth. That's 3. 4 with the purpose. Getting all the way across to the outside of that knee. Good, we roll over. Set number 2. High plank. Ready to go. Let's row. 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 Crunch. Crunch. Try to alternate that side that you start with. Over onto our backs. Bicycle crunches once again, but this time we are nice and fast. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get 20. 8. Halfway there. 2, 3, 4. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Rolling over. 1 more time. Our last minute of the day starts with this our back. Our last 30 seconds of the day. We start slow. Ready? 1, 2, 3. On 5, we go fast for 10, 4, 5. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Fast. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that is all I got for you. Way to go. Way to show up. Way to get it done. It's Saturday morning. You just spent 45 minutes bettering yourself physically. I'm sure you feel better mentally after that workout than you did before it. At least I do. So selfishly, this benefited me. I hope it benefited you as well. And just remember that we're all in this together. This is a tough time. It's been a tough year. And most of you guys know, we were first forced to close again this week. It's been a really, really long week. But all that it's shown us is that we are flooded with support from all you guys. So I want to thank you guys. Keep spreading the word. We're going to keep on putting some facts out there, some data out there, because that's all we're asking our government officials to do, is do what they say they've been doing this whole time and follow the data. Gyms, we seem to be safe. Everyone seems to be healthy. People want to come in here. We want to be here. I just don't see how we can't allow that. So, but in the meantime, this week I wanted to spend most of my time setting up a fundraiser with a friend of mine, Jake Toomey, who wants to run his first ever ultra marathon for not just our gym, but to better all the small businesses in South Boston. So we are going to push through with that. I wanted to start it on Monday. As most of you guys know, I had to spend most of my time doing some other stuff. But that's the stuff that I like to do. That's the stuff that I want to do, and that's the stuff that helps our community. So starting today, we will be starting a fundraiser. It's a 50-50 raffle, $50 a chance. I'll tell you where to send the money. Don't send it to us right away. We're going to be sending it through Jake Toomey's Venmo account. It's a 50-50 raffle. Half the money will go to the winner. The other half, we are going around and buying gift certificates to every single small business that we can in South Boston. And we're going to be putting together about 5 baskets worth of at least $300 to $500 worth of gift certificates from all the businesses around our community. And we don't want any donations from those businesses. All we want them to do is help spread the word. And we're going to buy those gift certificates with the money that we raise. So we hope that helps our community, because that's all we want to do in here. That's what we do for a living. That's why we're here. That's why we've been here for so long. And that's why we'll be here on the other side of this pandemic too, because we know that our community likes to help our community. And we're all in this together. Love you guys. Have a hell of a weekend. Keep an eye out for that fundraiser.
Thank you.
You got it. Great job, guys. Thanks for coming out. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
You got it. Great job, guys.